Male category, there are only 2 competitors. The other 4 chose to keep their score from preliminaries. In the male category, we'll have Stuart Isaacs, who wants probably to break that 500 barrier. He was very close in prelims. And then we have one of the Koreans who is going for the world record. He is going to try and get that elusive 550. He thinks that he can do it. And so we'll have the entire floor behind him, the entire stadium.
In the female, there's 4
In the female category,
rather
we'll
than 6.
4 competitors.
Yep, so 4 wanted to re-jump. So yeah, it's going to be a huge competition between all of them because they all want to re-jump because they all want to better their scores from last time.
Right. And possibly rank higher.
Yes, exactly.
And the reason why we have that option is because many of these athletes are in several events, and during finals day, that starts to add up on the body. A lot of fatigue, not only competing 4 days prior, but doing all of the events in a single afternoon is grueling. So many of them decide to go all out during the prelims for 3 minutes and keep that score. And there's also another event called triple unders that we will see later, and that is also another option in that event.
Right. And let's talk a little bit about the records right now. What do we have as the world jump rope 3-minute record for, let's start with female.
All right, the female 1x180 record is Tori Boggs with a 5:05, which is 1,010 jumps. She got that score last year. And the overall world record is a 5:06.
So close.
From China, only 1 away. We also have, on the male side, the world jump rope record is a 5:24 from Luke Boone. We had 3 or 4 Koreans break that in the preliminaries. And then the overall world record is from China, the 550.
Right, and that's what they're trying to break, is the 550 barrier. We actually asked them, is it possible to get 600? And they were like, yeah, we're working towards it right now.
They're working towards 600. That is 100 every 30 seconds for 3 minutes. And again, that is just the right foot.
Right, exactly.
So we're talking
doubling.
1,200 jumps in 3 minutes is what they're working toward.
Insane. And it is the kind of event you have to be in the right mindset to go into. You just have to be so focused with this event, going in knowing that you want to hit that score. I think the 1:30 barrier is one of the hardest barriers of 3 minutes.
Right.
When you get to 1:30, you're halfway. You still have another 1:30 to go. So it'll be interesting to see if these athletes keep the speed up.
It looks as though we have actually 3 competitors on the floor. One must have opted to take their score.
So we actually have Station 2, Sunwind Skippers, Erica. Station 3, YMCA Super Skippers, Camille. And Station 5, Korean National Team, Onsu.
These competitors are all right in the same, within a jump or 2.
Right.
No mistakes yet.
So at
Nobody's
30, we were at like 86, 87.
These ladies are no doubt going to push each other out on the floor. And they're going to push for that record.
They also have their coach in the box, in the coach's box, telling them where they're at, what they need to, whether they need to pick it up or not.
We have a 167 from Korea, and it was a 170 from Camille, looked like.
So we're over the
not far
200
behind.
barrier now.
All three competitors over 2 minutes, or 200.
This is going to be close.
Yeah.
You know, if they keep the same pace up, no mistakes, it's going to be very close.
It's within
Literally
two jumps.
Yeah,
one or two jumps. By the time I move my eyes to the next one, they've all caught up.
Yeah. Wow. It is so close.
And it's all so fast, too.
Yeah.
They're all at the 300 mark.
I feel like station 3 is ahead. Slightly.
Camille's pulling ahead just barely. Wow, still a clean heat from all three competitors. We have one mistake from Camille.
So she's dropped behind, but not too much.
Another mistake.
So now we have, I believe,
about 10 jumps. Mistake from Erica. This is where the fatigue sets in.
Yeah. Station 5 is now ahead.
Small little errors. All right, station Erica
5 is ahead.
from USA.
Okay, now so yeah, she's caught
Koreans
up.
have caught up.
So station 2 and 5.
Jumping. Oh, a miss at the...
Again, the fatigue is really setting in right now.
Korea looks strong right now.
Last bit. Oh, wow.
Great heat, great heat. Oh, looks like we need some medical attention on the floor. And we'll be bringing out our males in this category very quickly.
Right. And it just goes to show how much you really push yourself on
Right.
3-minute speed.
Looks like our Korean competitor is up and moving now. It's such a toll on the body, this event. All right, next up we are going to have our males come out, and we have Kang Gyu-kam from Korea on station 2 and Stuart Isaacs on station 3 from the United States. And we are excited at the possibility of seeing a new world record in this event, going for that 550 that was set by China. And again, that is just the right foot, so the total score is 1,100 jumps. And we now have joining us in the booth, Erica Zen.
Hello.
And she's just excited, as I am, to see this 550, aren't you?
More.
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 How about you guys? Who out there wants to see a 550? Send us your vibes.
Have you already talked about the interview we did with them the other day?
No.
Oh, this is exciting. Okay. So we had an opportunity to interview a few of the Korean jumpers after they, went on their 500
Rocked
brigade.
the 3 minute, yeah.
Yes. And first of all, they're hysterical and their answers were very funny. But most importantly, I loved when we asked them if they would re-jump on Friday, they said, well, yes. When we were like, okay, why? I think most jumpers really tend to choose not to re-jump, especially if they got a really high score. And they said,
Right.
because we can do better.
Right.
And in a competition where the bar has been set so high, to go in and so confidently say, well, I can do better.
I can do better than that. Not only has the bar been set high, but they have set the bar very high.
Their own bar.
Right.
Right.
And they're like, oh, I know we just blew your mind, but we can come back and do it better.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
Yeah. And forgive me if I say anything you've already said. Just say, hey, yo, we've already said that.
Oh, we can always hear it again.
Okay, cool. So I think one of the things that's so incredible about this sport is that Stuart Isaacs, who's going to be recompeting this event, he's won this event before. He's like a seasoned 3-minute speed jumper. He just posted something saying, hey, everyone, I'm jumping in Heat 5, but more importantly, I'm going to be jumping next to someone who's going to set the world record. So come watch them. And I think one of the things I love about jump rope is that when a new height is being pushed, teams and countries and all of that kind of fade to the background, and we just all rally behind him. Stuart's going to be on the floor competing next to him, and he's cheering for him at the same time.
Right. I half expect Stuart to just stop jumping and cheer him on.
Right, especially if
he just wants a front row seat.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but I think Stuart was very close to that 500 mark in competition, and I think he wants that for himself.
Yeah.
Little feather in his cap.
And have you talked about, like why 500 is crazy?
No.
Oh my God, 500.
Because it's so high, people.
500 is nutty. So when we both started in the sport, 400 was like, well, when you started, there was no 3-minute speed. Am I correct?
Right, correct. That was a new event when I was probably in the sport 10 years or so.
Right.
And the first champions of that, the first records were just under 400. And then somebody broke 400, and it was crazy. They were like, oh my gosh, I've never seen such a display of athleticism. And now 400 is kind of like your breakaway between being a young jumper and like, okay, now you're kind of training
something
this
we
event.
should be looking at.
Yeah, now you're training this event. And then Tory Boggs came along and pushed that 400 to 450.
And then Luke Boone and Jake
and
Eve.
Luke Boone and Jake Eve started pushing it to
500.
And now the Koreans and the Chinese are pushing it to 550.
Yeah, and we should also say I think Luke has also been up there with them.
Right.
But these guys are really the ones who said, I think we could do better.
Right.
That same thing we said in that interview.
Right. They're saying 600
oh, yeah.
at some point.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's unreal. I know in the early 2000s, hitting 400 in 3 minutes was like godly.
Right.
It was like no one can do that. That's unreal. We would watch the people on stage and be like, how could their feet possibly move that quickly?
And take a look at this stance here. He's just so low. And right there, that is faster than 95% of people do 30-second speed.
Right. One of the most fascinating things I find about watching a 3-minute jumper like these two is they have no sense of like pace. It's just go very fast the entire time. And I think what might be important for non-jumpers to know is that when you're first starting this event, it's all about pace. It's all about learning, okay, so I want to go this fast for the first minute, and then when I hear this 1 minute, I want to be here, and then by second minute, I want to be here to hit my target score. But for these guys, it's like, okay, yeah, I want to know my marks, but I'm going to just go my full pace the entire time.
Now, Korea has hit 100 in the first 30 seconds.
It's out of control.
150 in 45. And it's amazing to me the difference in the look of the form and just the speed between Stuart and the Korean jumper. And Stuart looks slow comparatively, but he is still going so much faster than most ever will in this event.
You know what might add something to this competition in the future is if we get like a test sample to go out,
right,
like the average jump roper, or even average Joe or an average jump roper, competitive jump roper, getting out and doing that with them, just to give you a sense of how unreal that is.
Yeah. And they're both looking very strong, no mistakes yet.
The Koreans talked a little bit about how they
1 minute 30 and he's at 290.
That's out of control.
Yeah.
So 1 minute 30 is halfway. And so 290 is,
strong.
If he keeps this pace up, that 600 is like still a bit of a stretch, but like possible.
Well, 550 will be cake if he keeps this.
Right,
keeps this up.
exactly.
He's looking very strong. Both competitors looking very strong.
If you'll notice with both of them, their heads are staying in the exact same place. There's
Right.
zero movement.
Right. Oh, little mistake from Stewart. 400 broken here.
Usually at this point in the event, when we're seeing jumpers get to 400, it's like 2 minutes 45.
Right. They've got a whole 45 seconds left. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I want him to speed up. I want him to get it.
Here
And
we go.
450.
450.
Stewart's 420, 30 behind him, which is incredible.
All right, he's got 30 seconds to get 80 jumps, which is cake for
30 seconds
what
at
he's
that
been
speed,
doing, yeah.
right. 500.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
The whole stadium's going to start
cheer.
picking
Let's
up
go.
for this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
530.
530. Push, 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 push. 540. Come on, come on, come on.
No!
Oh!
Mistake. Come on.
Oh!
549 unofficial, and he had a mistake in the last 2 seconds.
Right
and Stewart
there.
at 503.
Way to go, Stewart, breaking the 500 barrier.
I'm not sure if we've adequately expressed just how unreal 500 is.
Oh. A mistake right at the end. And there was a little hesitation after the mistake where
He looked at the screen to see his score.
Yep. Oh, man.
And that's such a, I think honestly, I don't know, we won't know. So these scores are unofficial, right? So we
Right.
don't know what the official score is going to be. That said, I think, what really, the only thing that took him out in the end was focus. I think if he would have
Right.
kept his focus on what he was doing, there wouldn't have been like the go look at the thing and figure out
Right.
what I got. And I would imagine in an arena where everyone's just watching you, that would be incredibly difficult to keep that kind of
Yeah, yeah,
focus.
yeah.
Everyone else is looking at the score and you
Right.
want to know what it is. But, that little last drop ingredient, that might have made the difference. Either way,
Incredible, incredible display. And looking forward to many more records being broken.
I think this makes me change my mind about 3-minute speed.
It's exciting.
As a jumper, it wasn't my favorite thing, but watching it is like,
Wow.
this is unreal.
Yeah. That was easily the most exciting 3 minutes I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. And to have a competition round where all of the jumpers who choose to recompete 3-minute go over 500 is unreal.
Right.
Last year, I believe, was the first tournament I'd ever been to where I'd seen someone hit 500.
Yep, same here.
And it was 505.
Yep.
Tory Boggs.
Tory Boggs.
And
A great
I teared up. I
yeah.
was so moved by what
Great
was happening on the
accomplishment.
floor. But this is
because I think she was also the first American to break 500, or at least
first female?
female. I think maybe a male or two
Yeah.
had broken it from America.
First female. And I
first
think this kind of goes to show, in this event in particular, there is a slight disparity between the males and the females, but I would say in general, in speed, I'm going to go on the record and say this as my opinion, I don't think there's a difference
No.
in ability. I think we separate them just because we always kind of have, and I will also say that at different stages in a jumper's development, the male and the female can be very different.
Mm-hmm.
But when we get to this elite level, I think they're exactly the same. And, maybe going forward, that's something we would see is male jumpers competing against female. Oh, we have a 30-second speed jump off.
Oh, this is for
Tiebreaker.
tiebreaker, yeah.
So this is really exciting. We have two jumpers who hit the same score. They happen to be from the same team, which is
Great.
even more exciting,
Right.
which means they've been working together in practice. They know each other's scores. And, I find that sometimes if you have someone in the gym who is at about your pace, kind of pushes you to get even
Right.
better. So I'm not surprised that these ladies are both on the stage and they're doing it together. So we'll see who gets to have the winning score.
Again, this mistake will kill you here.
That form, 90-degree,
Now again, this is for second place,
the 30-second speed.
30-second speed. And no matter what score they get, they will still either get second or third.
Right.
It's not like they have to maintain that top score.
Right.
Oh, mistake. Oh!
All right, 98-93,
98,
unofficial.
Yep. Again, Station 2 has second place. Station 3 with third.
All right, looks like we have yet another jump off. For the male, 30-second speed.
This is Connor. Station 2, Korea. Station 3, United States.
So we had an opportunity to talk to the Koreans about their training. I think that's kind of been the question of the competition.
Yeah. How do you train? And we asked them, they train every day for 3 hours.
Yes, they do one
and
full hour of
one
speed.
full hour of speed.
And they listen to electronic music. At least the jumpers we were talking to listen to electronic music. And they do 1 full hour every single day.
Which I imagine is just constant speed.
You know, we're talking to their coaches, and their coach said, you know, when people think jump rope, they think Korea, and they have surely made that happen this competition. It's all, they're the talk of the town.
Wow, looking good.
You'll notice that with the Korean jumper, his hands are in line under, like right under his knees.
Yeah.
Which means the rope at that length can get under that many times faster. All right, both over 100.
105.
105 and 105.
Wow.
Well, we'll see what the official scores are,
Yeah.
but Connor's definitely upset because he doesn't want to do it again, I would guess. And that's a really good score, and to have someone match it is like... And they just gave each other a hug. That was nice.
Sportsmanship. I say if they tied again, they just have to do it again right now.
This is why you don't run the competition.
Well, it's even, right? They both just did it.
Right.
They just go again.
Well, I would just I mean, it's fair, and it would definitely be interesting as a spectator.
Right.
I would say they would just stick with the tie, unless there's like a technical issue getting extra medals or something like that. But over the announcement system here, they just reminded us that both of those scores are unofficial.
Right.
So we're going to find out whether those scores are also the official scores or not.
I also believe that they don't really even record those. For example,
oh, they don't count.
Right. If there was a tie and then one person came out here and did a world record, it wouldn't count.
Right.
Correct?
Exactly. And so, wait, you mean the jump off doesn't count?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
I don't know about that.
Let's say they tied for second place with a 105, and then they come out here and somebody gets a 115. Is that new world record, or is it just you won the jump off?
I think we would have to find out. I'm actually not sure, but my guess is that if hold on 1 second.
Looks like we are going to the awards for the single rope speed events.
Right. Last thing I was just going to say is, you know, I think we would have to check, but my guess is if it's an official world jump rope competition and he hits that score, it would be honored.
Okay.
But I don't know. We'll have to find out.
We'll
Maybe get back to everyone.
That's one of those technicalities that you don't know until you get there.
Right. Exactly. All right, so in every event of this competition so far, we've seen a bump in scores.
Huge bump.
A huge bump.
Huge bump. Where do you think it's going to stop?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Where's the bump going to stop, folks?
So Aneshka and I were doing a little bit of math before, or maybe it was Rachel. We were doing some math, and
someone was doing math.
Because I wasn't doing the math. I was like talking about the math, and someone else was doing the math.
There you go.
But if we use the world record in 30 seconds, which I believe is 115.
I think it's 111.
111?
I just had it here. Yeah, 111.
All right.
But if we multiply that by 6, you got 666.
Right. So we said that we didn't think it stopped at 600. We think it stops closer to 650.
And we will turn it over for the awards.
We need a lot more enthusiasm than that. Are you ready? There we go. There we go. Remember, these athletes have been practicing and competing for a very long time. We need to show them our love here. Show them our love. Here we go. This is third place for the 2x30 female double unders. Say hello to the Bouncing Bulldogs, Lena and Shalini. In second place from Zambate, Lola and Latte. And in first place, the Grand World Champions from the Super Skippers, Lauren and Camille. Very nice, very nice. Please stand for the national anthem of the United States. All right, B.E. Udival. Up next will be our 2x30 double unders male division. Male division. In third place from Proform Airborne, Porter and Seth. In second place from Carolina Jump Rope, Graham and Noah. And our Grand World Champions from the Korean national team, Jaewon and Kyung-hyuk. Very nice. Please join me in standing for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea, South Korea. Congratulations, gentlemen. Up next is the single row pairs, double unders, mixed category. In third place from Proform Airborne, Dalton and Page. In second place, Jumping Eagles, Ricky and Tyler. And our Grand World Champions in first place from the Korean national team, Yusung and Hyungji. Very nice. Please rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea. Very impressive. Very impressive. Up next is single rope speed relay 4x30. Single rope speed relay 4x30 female age division. Come on out in third place from Zambate, Kata, Flora, Lola, and Tira. In second place from the Abbotsford Skipping Sensation, Sadie, Kaylee, Arden, and Faith. And our Grand World Champions in the 4x30 female. In first place from Hungary's MBKK, Rika, Laura, Esther, and Adele. Please join me in standing for the national anthem of Hungary. Beautiful job, ladies. Beautiful job. Our next award is for the 4x30 single rope speed relay male division. Male division. In third place from Portugal, APRS Fernando, Joao, Paulo, and David. Second place from jump rope, Graham, Zachary, Connor, and Tyler. And in first place, Grand World Championship, the Korean national team, Jaewon, Junghoon, Yengyuk, and Insup. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea. Very nice, fellas. Very nice. Our final 4x30 award goes to the mixed, or is in the mixed category, male and female. In third place from China, Qiwen, Shilin, Yu, and Hao. In second place from the Super Skippers, Carter, Matthew, Camille, and Andrea. And in first place, the Grand World Champions from Korean National Team, Younghae, Hyungji, Yusong, and Hyungji. Once again, please stand for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen, very nice. Here momentarily, we'll be doing the awards for the 1x30 or 30-second speed female age division. 30-second female age division. In third place, from the Korean national team, Hyungji. In second place, also from the Korean national team, Jisoo. And the Grand World Champion in the 30-second speed, from the Super Skippers, Camille. Please stand for the national anthem of the United States. Beautiful job, ladies. Thank you so much. Next is the 30-second speed awards for the male competitors. In third place from the Korean national team, Jung-hoon. In second place from the Jumpin' Jammers, Connor. And in first place, the Grand World Champion in 30-second speed for the Korean national team, Jaewon. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea. Awesome Blossom. Up next is the 1x180, or 3-minute speed, as we like to say. Female competitors. 1x180 in third place from the Korean national team, Yunsu. In second place from the Bouncing Bulldog, Shalini. And the Grand World Champion in first place from the Korean national team, Jisoo. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea. Fantastic job, ladies. Our final award for the Speed and Power Awards will be for male 3-minute speed, 1 by 180 in third place from the Korean national team, Jaewon. In second place from the Korean national team, Jung-hoon. And the grand world champion in first place from the Korean national team, King Hyuk. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Republic of Korea. Way to go, fellas. Way to go, South Korea. We're going to take a very slight pause while we reconfigure for the single rope freestyle. That'll be commencing here in just a moment with heat number 17 of the single rope freestyle.
Testing, testing. Okay, so I have Lauren and Camille here from the Super Skippers. First of all, congratulations. Great job on your pairs double-unders. How long have you both been skipping for?
I've been skipping for around 10 years, as long as I can remember.
So a long time, right? Okay, and what's it like jumping with your sister?
It's pretty good. I mean, sometimes we argue, but it makes us stronger. Yep.
Fair enough. And also, do you practice at home as well as in the gym?
Sometimes, not all the time. I mainly practice in the gym.
Yeah, our mom kind of encouraged us to start like jumping at home a while ago.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for letting us talk to you. I believe Lauren is doing single rope freestyle, so she needs to go practice. Thank you so much, girls. Well done.
All right, and it looks like we are going to go to the floor once again for an interview with Aneshka and the Koreans to get a better understanding of just how they train
How we just saw what we
and
just saw.
how we saw that amazing display of 3-minute speed.
It's a Korean sweep.
Okay, so now we have Korean team with a champion and one of the members of this team excelling in speed, Kang Yoo-han. And we've been seeing amazing speed scores, and we all are asking, how's this possible? And what do you think about during 3-minute speed?
3분을 뛰는 동안 저를 바라봐주는 많은 관객들과 그리고 저를 생각해 주시는 코치님 생각으로 저 자신을 믿으면서 지금까지 이렇게 기록을 낼 수 있었던 것 같아요.
I was so glad to be for break the world record and thinking about Coach Ko and Professor Lee for who are helping me to coming all the way here.
Oh, that is so nice. Thank you. So you're saying you wanted to break the world record. Do you think you can do it, and will you try to do it next time?
이번에 다시 하면은 월드 레코드를 다시 그렇게 할 수 있냐고. 할 수 있다고.
Yes,
Yes.
I can't.
Yes, I would like to do. His personal score, highest score is 550.
Wow. Okay. Is there anything to say for you? Anything you want to say?
I guess after this event, Korean national team will get more support from the Korean sports committees, world committees, recognized by the Korean team. Thank you for everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You've been amazing jumpers. You set amazing level of speed, and you're just excelling. Thank you very much.